Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Playing World of Tanks. I'm AJ, and today we'll be looking at a game that I had in my T28 prototype, which is the American Tier 8 Tank Destroyer. Now there's many reasons why I dislike the T28 prototype, and there's only one reason to actually like the tank. And that is that it has an amazing gun, very good DPM, and literally makes short work of any tank it can pen super easily in front of it. Now the reasons to dislike this tank is it's incredibly slow on open maps where arty is in play and has easy shots. You are almost invariably about to get one shot or maybe lose half your health from arty, which splashes close to you. Now if this tank is left to do its own thing, it can do a lot of damage in a very short amount of time, and that is what happened in this game. We have our first victim here, the Tiger 1, who unfortunately thinks he has armor where in fact he doesn't. I pen him with virtually all of my shots, almost anywhere except maybe at like ridiculous bounce angles. And he sticks around unfortunately for too long, and he pays the price for it. Now the only worrying thing on the enemy team was that they had two tier 9 Japanese heavy tanks. I think it's called the Type 4 Heavy. And those tanks have incredible armor if used correctly. I have not seen a lot of them in game, so I only know a handful of weak spots that these things have. I tried to shoot one at the top, but didn't really pen him. Next up, I just start moving forward, fire on the move at the Tiger 1, because might as well, you know, stopping is not going to accomplish anything, and I pen him. And while I'm doing that, one thing to keep in mind is that the armor on the T28 pod is really thin compared for a tier 8 tank destroyer, and it's really ineffective sometimes. So you always have to keep the tank at a slight angle, and which I do, even while I'm moving forward. Now I decided to get stuck in the action. I was fairly fortunate that the Type 4 Heavy actually bounced his shot on me. That would have shaved off 650 hit points right there on average. I decided to go around and actually help my platoon mate by easing some of the pressure that was being applied on him. Now all of a sudden the T29, who was pushing down the 1-2 line, since nobody actually applied pressure on him, actually decides to come back and flank me. Now, one thing you want to keep in mind about the T29 is on average he has just enough penetration to pen you if you're facing him frontally, but if you angle properly, it becomes really hard for him to pen with standard ammunition. Had he been using APCR ammunition, my game was over right there, because the T28's armor isn't that good. Fortunately for me, he is not using APCR ammunition, and I make really quick work of the T29, even though the AMX 5100 managed to sneak in a shot. I was really surprised. If he had pushed me at that moment, the AMX 5100, he could have killed me with the T29, but he didn't. Now I decide to flank the two Type 4 Heavies. I even laugh while I'm saying this in my T28 prod. Before I do that, however, I make quick work of the AMX 1375, was unlucky enough to run in from my gun. Just 2 shots and I obliterate him. The other thing that you want to keep in mind is, since I have all the time in the world now to aim at a weak spot on the Type 4 Heavy, what I'm going to do is be greedy with my first shot and try to aim for his rear wheel sprocket so I can track him and actually do damage at the same time. This will keep my KB5 hopefully long enough in play where he can take care of the other Type 4 Heavy. So that was the plan, and it worked out very brilliantly. Like, Type 4 Heavy just basically just sat there, and I think he might have used his repair kit, or he did not have one to begin with, and it basically let me pummel into his side for most of his health. Once I was done with him, all that was left was to mop up the remaining kills. I killed the last Type 4 Heavy, and it's just too slow to get to the arty. Hopefully this game was fun for you to watch. It was definitely fun for me to play, and I will see you on the next episode of Playing World of Tanks.